Economic achievement and progress are a relatively new phenomenon. For most of human history, poverty has been the norm and not the exception. Only in the last 200 plus years have growing numbers of humans successfully mobilized their natural resources, labor, capital, and entrepreneurial talent in ways to meet their own needs and to produce and transform resources into a plethora of goods and services for exchange in wildly complex global systems across time. Contrary to the influential English thinker Thomas Malthus' prediction, increasing populations are not stripping the world of its resources. The world is not plunging into crisis, especially in the area of food production, as a result of population growth. Rather, complex economies are addressing the challenges of population increase more successfully than at any other time in human history. Nevertheless, the reality is that there are still individuals living in poverty, fighting hunger, and facing harsh living conditions in our neighborhoods and around the world. The question is, why does poverty persist? History shows that individuals living in other parts of the world have benefited in different ways from the progress and the accomplishments of the Western world. Consider Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan. The economist William Easterly shows that these Gang of Four Asian tiger economies have pushed income per person and their standard of living forward despite vastly different endowments of resources and access to markets. We now know that progress can be made around the globe with and without high-quality resources and in the presence of population growth. The United Nations reveals in its Millennium Development Goal Report 2015 that the number of people living in poverty and fighting hunger between 2010 and 2015 has dropped significantly. The growth that has occurred and the standard of living achieved across this impoverished group are well past anything imagined in past centuries. Step back. Think about all this progress. It is astounding. The internet, the computing power of one smartphone can far surpass the power held by a team of bookkeepers a century ago. Today's cars can go faster, farther, and drive more efficiently than the first car that came off Henry Ford's assembly line. Electricity makes working and living around the clock possible. Air conditioning transforms hot, humid climates into tolerable places in which we live, work, and recreate. Low-cost food produced in one part of the world pops up and becomes available for consumption in impoverished parts of the world after being transported on technologically high-powered ships, trains, and planes, each connecting different parts of the world to each other. Wow, so much has been done, yet there's still much to do. Why can't we ask scholars, researchers, and teams of educated and well-trained planners to investigate the economic successes of people living in various countries and across time and concoct the potion that would eradicate poverty for everyone? Let's start with the last question first. There is no single potion. Each country, community, and household consists of people who make human choices under the condition of scarcity. These choices are made by individuals with unique personalities embedded in particular cultures. They have diverse access points to goods, services, and resources, both domestically and internationally. Their structures of government are different. Their political leaders customize fiscal and monetary policies to advance their own agendas. Property rights vary. Legal systems are different. Degrees of government involvement in household and business affairs are not alike. In other words, a host of political, business, social, and economic institutions differ in each country. These institutions, in turn, influence individual consumption, investment, production, and entrepreneurial behaviors across households and businesses in a mix of fashions. All of this makes it difficult for top-down planners to design and insert a single set of policies and expect that what worked in the Western world or with a gang of four will produce the same results in less developed countries, especially in the short or medium run. However, a lot has been learned through the study of successful countries with respect to growth and the factors that fuel it. In these studies, special attention is given to the long run.